Hello, hello. Title says I would like to watch the Mets. I want to play this. I hope it's the right song. It wasn't. This is very upsetting. I'm looking for. Do I have a watch history? You're not signed in. Maybe it's this one. This one looks like it could have it. Fun times. They do that at Korean baseball games. So here is the issue. The Mets are playing the Washington Nationals. And well, I like to watch something while I eat, and I've been a Met fan my entire life. I've watched the Mets when I was out in Colorado. I got the MLB TV package where I got the Mets exclusively. I used to watch them on Fox Sports New York with Fran Healy and Gary Thorne, and sometimes they would have Tom Seaver there, and they might be on the WB with Ralph Kiner on weekends or something. And then they switched to SNY, and that was around 2005. And they have one of the best broadcasting crews in baseball. Although I'm sure there are people, there's, I'm sure I was critical of, some of them for being a little whiny when they first came on. They were very critical of the team. And I don't know if there are athletes or other people who might agree, but I still like the crew. I'm a big fan of John Miller and Joe Morgan. They used to call Baseball Tonight. I believe John Miller still calls San Francisco games. Um, Joe Buck grew on me. Joe Buck and Tim McCarver. I never really liked them early on because they would call a lot of Yankee games, and I consider them to be like Yankee homers. But Joe Buck is actually, I guess, affiliated with the Cardinals. I heard him call a baseball game recently. I heard that he doesn't like baseball, but I miss the World Series with Joe Buck. And I wasn't really watching baseball when Bob Costas called it. I mean, I remember vaguely the 95 World Series between the Braves and Indians, vaguely remember the 96 World Series between the Braves and Yankees. I remember having the last game on. I remember seeing, I thought it was Cecil Fielder who caught the third, the last out. I remember seeing like a split screen between Charles Nagy and his wife in the stands. My father remarked how baseball has an emotional component to it. That was the 95 World Series. But 97, I didn't see the Marlins and Indians, but I do know that that was the last game broadcasted on NBC. And then it's been Fox ever since, and they had some games on NBC this year. So I watched a ton of baseball in my life. Um, I subscribed to Netflix to see opening day between the Yankees and Giants. And I just decided there's not much on television that I watch, so let me watch the Mets. Well, here's the issue Mets game. So you can go to Watch Live, and it says you can get it on Fubo, you can get it on MLB TV or Hulu. Well, I've been very unhappy with YouTube TV. I wanted a live service. YouTube TV has NFL Sunday Ticket. So before I went to jail, I subscribed to NFL Sunday Ticket and watched the Niners play the Seahawks. And I remember, I felt it was kind of a gift from the Seahawks where Nick Bosa did not really, Sam Darnold kind of, just fumbled the ball. I wouldn't really, I guess it went down as a strip sack, but they were lucky to get out of that, game alive. And but over the course of the season, I kind of gauged. I said, they're kind of performing the same as the Rams, and everyone kind of in the NFC West is on equal footing. And the NFC West seems to be the strongest division. They're beating up on scrub teams. They have three teams that are competing for the conference title, and the Rams. I guess there was a game where they lost to the Eagles. There was a block punt. You might say, well, the Eagles are good at that, or I'm sorry, block field goal. But it's rare where there's luck involved, I think. So of course the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. But what was I gonna say? So that's the reason why I subscribe to YouTube TV, and it has 4K sporting events, and it has multi-view. But other than that, it's got a similar programming package to Hulu, but it doesn't have ESPN Plus, which gives you access to more baseball and hockey and some college sporting events without subscribing to like the MLB package or without subscribing to whatever other package. It has more sports, and I think it just has more programming and it's cheaper. And so anyway, I went to this Hulu Plus Live TV. I've had Hulu in the past. It says, Hulu Plus Live TV includes Disney Plus, ESPN. So I have Disney Plus. I keep it for Shelby. I put Brave on for her, and we're gonna watch Zootopia 2, and now one of these things says find out what games are in your area, view channels in your area. So let's go to 11772. That's Patjog, and it says SNY. So live local TV. So I just signed up for this. It looks like you have an existing subscription. So yeah, I just upgraded to this package. It says get top national and local channels on Hulu with ads. Start your free trial. So where's the account? It looks like continue. Yes, entertainment for every day. I see. Yes. Bim, 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 bim. Hulu welcomes you. Subscribe today. Well, I do have this open on another computer, and so they merged. I heard they killed Hulu, so they merged it with Disney Plus. So here's my account. I got the fox from the Fox and the Hound as my logo, You can watch the Sabres and the Canadians. Dun, 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 dun. Probably not showing up because I have a screen recorder. That's a lot of video streaming services use this thing where you can't screen record their program. I can't even mirror my display. So I have another display. If I go to the screen mirroring setting and I select the other display, it will black out the image, even though I'm not screen recording. So Shelby and I are going to watch Ron's Gone Wrong. We're going to watch Zootopia 2. So let's go to live. Oh, we got ABC News. We don't have the live, grid like we used to. Now there's some baseball here. This is upcoming, but it's on ESPN, right? Some studio shows, some ice hockey. All right, so if I go to search and if I go to Mets, well, we got the Mets Tigers rebroadcast, but we don't seem to have the Mets. So what if I go to SNY? No results for SNY. So they used to have a channel list, much like. So I upgraded to this, and I don't see their. You know what this is really about? So Hoshi, a hibachi place in Patchogue, has a Mets roll, and I